I spent this past weekend on the river with my husband Nick, our daughter Ayla, and our closest friends. The following are my reflections. I met my husband Nick in the fall of 2017. The feeling was a sense of coming home. Meeting Nick's friends shortly after we started dating, some of whom have been in his life since childhood, gave me the same sense of belonging. Although I can't remember the details of our conversation or how we spent the evening, I vividly recall the feeling of being with Nick's friends for the first time. It felt like a cherished family holiday, filled with candlelight, uplifting music, warm smiles, delicious food, a deep sigh of contentment. It was a group of 5 couples that evening in 2017, including myself and my now husband Nick. 8 years later, these are the same 5 couples we spent this past weekend with on the Niangua River in the heart of Missouri. Since those evenings in 2017, we have all been married and have had children. Although we have shifted and evolved as individuals, as all humans do, what has stayed steady is our time spent together, which I would describe as primarily always embodying that same feeling of a cherished family holiday, even if just on a Thursday evening making pasta and watching the kids run in the backyard. Often when I share about my friend group with acquaintances, coworkers, or other friends outside this group, they tell me how lucky I am. I have heard that friendships like this during adulthood are rare. Our world is moving towards a more profound sense of isolation, and the nuclear family is remaining that, just nuclear. There is a lack of community and support outside the people living inside the home. There isn't enough time to get together and cook and laugh. A similar narrative sometimes plays in my head. It would be too much to have the kids over because they will just destroy the house, and then we have to clean it up before the morning so we're prepared and ready for work. Other things need to be done, and laid-back time spent with friends is not a priority. I feel lucky that I can recognize that this narrative is not what I believe, but instead a message from the society we currently live in. Today's society encourages us to keep our problems private while showcasing happiness online, flaunting shinier cars, greener grass, neater kids, and prestigious jobs. This trend of pretending an idealized life isn't new. It began to increase after World War II with the cultural shift towards the nuclear family and the American dream. The post-war emphasis on self-sufficiency led people to handle problems privately, reducing the reliance on extended family and community support. Still, the 21st century has added a layer of isolation due to rampant internet use and remote work happening post-COVID-19. Despite the appearance that humans are sharing every aspect of our lives online, the reality is that it's all curated as we continue to hide the truth behind our homes' walls and sometimes even those within them. But while I'm not arguing we should air our dirty laundry online, I am arguing we need friendships in a community where we can drop the facade and be our true selves. I approached the weekend on the river with no expectations for how the trip should feel or be, but to be fully present and witness my friends as they are. While I sometimes noticed unspoken truths or pretenses among our friends, even within myself, I know that these are simply a mode of protection, and we should prioritize the protection and integrity of our marriages and children, separate from the group as a whole. Still, when I stopped worrying about how my family appeared on this trip to protect some particular image and focused on being present with my friends and witnessing each moment as it was and not what I wanted it to be or how I thought it should be, that feeling of a family holiday I first experienced with this group of friends grew even stronger. On the ride home with my husband and our daughter Ayla, I realized the message I wanted to share while putting together this video. The joyful energy in the clips from our weekend you see in this video is as real as it comes. You don't see, however, that the house was a mess, kids screamed at each other, and we all rolled our eyes now and then. But what makes this group special is that mostly we all focus on the present moment and aren't afraid to be ourselves. So my message to myself and you, because it is important to remember that the advice people give to others is a reflection of the advice they give themselves, is to stop worrying about how you and your family appear to the outside world, and more importantly, close friends. Choose people who evoke that feeling of a family holiday where there may be an argument or two, but the energy is mostly that of laughter and celebration. The truth is that no amount of pretending will make it real. So stop. No one has it all figured out. Life is messy. I invite you to do the following. Pick up your phone to invite friends over for dinner. Then set it down for the rest of the night except to play music or find a recipe. Tidy your house a bit, but not too much because the kids will mess it up. Focus on the food, music, kindness, and laughter you want to create. Be yourself. Who cares if your kids cry or what you wear? If someone does care, they're not the ones you want at your party. Here's my point. Expecting our lives to mirror what we see online keeps us from forming close bonds with others. Once we understand that online images are curated and don't show life's true experiences, we can let go of unrealistic expectations and appreciate people and our lives as they truly are. With the right friends, we can also drop the facade in person and find genuine connection and joy. Thich Nhat Hanh argues that we are very good at preparing to live, but not very good at living. We know how to sacrifice 10 years for a diploma, and we are willing to work very hard to get a job, a car, a house, and so on. But we have difficulty remembering that we are alive in the present moment, the only moment there is for us to be alive. I think what he could also mean in relation to the current cultural climate of our world is that we are very good at curating an image of how we live, but not very good at living. We expect our happiness to come from the way we want others to perceive our lives instead of opening our eyes to people as they are, to ourselves as we are, and being brave enough to witness that in the present moment. I can tell you firsthand when I started to awake to the present moment and let go of the way I wanted things to be externally, my world went from black and white to color. And part of that awakening and experience of joy has derived from the group of friends you see in this video. Cell phone free, floating down the river, real food, real conversation, real laughter, real life. It was a beautiful time.